The Flying Kipper. When you hear Thomas's whistle, turn the page. Lots of ships use the harbor at the big station by the sea. The passenger ships have spotless paint and shiny brass. Other ships, though smaller and dirtier, are important too. They take coal, machinery, and other things aboard, and bring back meat, timber, and things we need. Fishing boats also come here. They unload their fish at the quay. Some of it is sent to shops in town, and some goes in a special train to other places far away. The railwaymen call this train the Flying Kipper. One winter evening, Henry's driver said, "We'll be out early tomorrow. We've got to take the Flying Kipper." "Don't tell Gordon," he whispered, "but I think if we pull the Kipper nicely, Sir Top Hat will let us pull the express." "Hurrah!" cried Henry in excitement. "That will be lovely." Henry arrived at the harbor at 5 o'clock. There was snow and frost. Men hustled and shouted, loading the cars with crates of fish. The last door banged, the guard showed his green lamp, and they were off. Come on, don't be silly, puffed Henry to the cars, as his wheels slipped on the icy rails. The cars shuddered and groaned. Trickety-trock, all right, they answered, grudgingly. That is better, puffed Henry more happily, as the train began to gather speed. Thick clouds of smoke and steam poured from his funnel into the cold air, and when his fireman put on more coal, the fire's light shined brightly on the snow around. Hurry, panted Henry. They whooshed under bridges and clattered through stations. Green signal lights showed as they passed. They were going well, and the light grew better, and a yellow signal appeared up ahead. Distant signal up, thought Henry. Caution. His driver, shutting off steam, prepared to stop. But the home signal was down. All clear, Henry. Away we go. They couldn't know that the switches from the main line to the siding were frozen, and that the signal should have been set at danger. A fall of snow had forced it down. A freight train was waiting in the siding to let the Flying Kipper pass. The driver and fireman were drinking cocoa in the brake van. The Kipper is due, said the guard as he pulled out his watch. Who cares, said the fireman. This is good cocoa. The driver got up. Come on, fireman, back to our engine. Hi, the fireman grumbled. I haven't finished me cocoa yet. There was a sudden crash. The brake van broke, and the three men shot in the air like jack-in-the-boxes and landed in the snow. Henry's driver and fireman jumped clear before the crash. The fireman fell headfirst into a heap of snow. He kicked so hard that the driver couldn't pull him out. Henry sprawled on his side. He looked surprised. The freight train's fireman waved his empty mug. You clumsy great engine! The best cup of cocoa I've ever had, and you bumped it into me and spilled it all. Never mind your cocoa, fireman, laughed his driver. Run and telephone the breakdown gang. The gang soon arrived and cleared the line, but they had a hard time lifting Henry onto the rails. Sir Topham Hatt came to see him. The signal was down, sir, said Henry nervously. Cheer up, Henry. It wasn't your fault. Ice and snow caused the accident. I'm sending you to Crewe, a fine place for sick engines. They'll give you a new shape and a larger firebox. Then you'll feel like a different engine, and you won't need special coal anymore. Won't that be nice? Yes, sir, said Henry doubtfully. Henry liked being at Crewe, but was glad to come home. A crowd of people waited to see him arrive in his new shape. He looked so splendid and strong that they gave him 3 cheers. Thank you very much, he whistled happily. I'm sorry to say that a lot of little boys are often late for school because they wait to see Henry go by. They often see him pull the express, and he does it so well that Gordon is jealous. But that is another story. The end.